Check, check. Can you guys hear my voice okay? You should be able to hear me. Oh, it's in the other one. Okay. All right, what I'll do is we'll get our question of the day going. Let me jump over into our Facebook group. And if you're not in our Facebook group yet, you can just type in hashtag one Bitcoin group in the world, #1 Bitcoin group. That's it right there. I'll do the embedded one. All right, so I'm going to be popping out this chat here in a couple seconds. You guys, let me pop this out now. We want this to be this one. There we go. $110 likes. I do appreciate the support, everybody. Thank you again. That helps out a lot. What's going on, Esteban? All right, cool. So what we'll do is we'll jump in a couple charts. Let me know what chart you want to see. I'll do maybe 2 of them before we get started. And with this guy, this is how we're going to do this one. And so if you want to enter to win, all you need to do is jump in the Facebook group. Right before we get started, I will clear the boards and approve everybody that responded to the questions. You just jump on and share that post right there, pinned to the top. Right? So that's how you win. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me. OMG. Let's check that out real quick. I haven't looked at OMG in a while. What's up, Big Shot? All right. All right, so we will let's do this. I'm gonna be chopping out this video to make as a standalone just for the people that don't see it, as a part of this video. So let's see here. Profile. That's what I want. So again, guys, the contest, if you want to win some free Ethereum, you just jump on the Facebook group, share this post that is pinned to the top. I'll go ahead. If you just joined, I'll go ahead and clear the boards. That way everyone is in the contest. And we'll be good. I'll go ahead and move this over too. I appreciate the love. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all had a Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. Enjoyed some time with your family, people you care about, did something nice for yourself. Hopefully you were able to do that. I was. So that was great. All right. 19,500 people. Now we got a contest running inside the group. Let's go crack 20,000 first. You know what I'm saying? #1 Bitcoin group in the world, or the price of Bitcoin. I think we got it beat right now. That's pretty cool. All right, my bad. Just had to do this Photoshop thing real quick. Let me quit out of this so we're not being way down by Adobe. Nathan Ferry, if you're looking on social media with regards to technical analysis, then yes, that's what you can expect. I don't recommend that. What I prefer to do is go to tradingview.com. This is one of the best chart technical analysis communities in the world, probably the #1 platform for technical analysis, grounded fundamental analysis. And your boy is one of the top authors on there. Come check me out whenever you want. BD Kelly 1203. You can see that, you know, we're getting a lot of traffic, a lot of people subscribing and just following the charts. And that's all I do, you guys, is every other day I try to come on here and post a chart. Neo, what we're about to look at right now, Neo and OMG. Actually, I'm gonna break that out into a separate video, but Neo looks good. So again, BD Kelly 1203, a link is in the description, tradingview.com, completely free, along with this knowledge. So the chart we're gonna look at right now is OMG. The method we're using is patented intellectual property. I designed it. It's called the Boss method. It's fractal-based harmonics. 7 and 77 are the simple moving averages. We use 343 is the candle formation we use. If you choose to keep a free account, you can use a 4-hour. It works just fine with the method as well. So if you have a paid account, use the 343. If you have a free account, use the 4-hour candle. And if you're just getting set up, go in on YouTube, type in chart like a boss, and watch the first 3 videos of that playlist. And that will get you all taken care of. Once you get an account on TradingView, all you do is come over here, click on indicators, type in BK, boom, boom. Download that one, Ultimate BK. Moving averages complements at cryptoprotools.com, and that's going to pop up this exact method that I have. It's called the Boss method. It's 2 rules, white over blue. You know what to do, and that is buy it. Bam! Blue over white. Time to say good night. That's because it's going down. See that? Boom, boom, boom. Right? And so what we can see right away with OMG is that this thing has been making a little bit of money. It looks really good, actually. This looks like probably one of the best times to buy OMG. So whoever recommended this chart, thank you, because this is a great setup. A couple things to take note of. First of all, the white is over the blue. Let's cut these candles off real quick. The white is over the blue, and it's been over for about a week now. But in that time, if you would have bought it, you would be up about 50% on BTC, which is amazing. Second thing to note is that the 231 is finally starting to flatten out. Do you see that? Right? Once that 231 goes flat, that means everything else can happen. This is what happened with Litecoin. That's why I recommended it about 2 weeks ago. Hopefully you got in on it, made some money. I understand a few people on Wall Street, you know what I'm saying, saw that trade, made a little bit of money too. So don't let these, you know, Wall Street dudes make all the money. I'm not making these videos for them. I'm making these videos for the people, right? So make sure you get in on the ground floor when this happens. The 231 goes flat. That white line comes up. What do we got next? That blue line is coming right behind it. And this is going to be like the cavalry coming in, you know, to push OMG through the roof, right? So this is literally going to give OMG an entirely new cycle to where even if we did something like that, boom, boom, let's see where we would go. you can expect to go up to the 1.6. When that blue line pushes it through, you can expect OMG to go up to the 1.6, probably even have a candle or two hit above that 2.4, head for the 2.4. But that 1.6 is pretty easy to do, right? And if we just look at the energy flowing in between it, boom, boom, we can expect that to happen right around there, right? And so this is a pretty good setup. This is going to be, you know, a decent follow through right now. If you bought this thing right now, you would be buying it down there at that green candle. We can be pretty confident that we'll hit that 1.6 by that point in time, which gives you about 30% in a few weeks on Bitcoin. So that's not bad. OMG is setting up for a complete polar reversal. When that happens, you know, these things could easily continue up to the next green cycle right around 0.19, 00.19. What is that? 19,000. We need to come up with like some naming terminology. 0019. How do I say that? 0019 Satoshis. You know, microbits, 19 microbits. I don't know. Anyways. So this is a good setup, you guys. This is definitely one of the strongest charts in the cryptoverse. It's finally turning around. And let's just see what this thing looks like on the long term. If we bam, 343. Yeah, I mean, even if we go back, let's just test this thing going back. That's where that just hit. And that's where it came to life. So it may need a little bit more. It's just a good chart. It's a very good chart. I don't need to triangulate too much else into this thing. It's a good buy, a good setup, 30% in a month. You could pretty much lock that in, take it to the bank, you know what I'm saying, and profit like a boss, right? Bossofbitcoin.com for some more resources. If you want them, they are available. OMG, somebody keep asking about Verge, so let's check it out. XBG, BTC. Another thing to note, guys, I know we got a lot of new people always asking about these videos. You know, especially they want to ask, why don't you chart to the dollar? When you type in Verge, XBG, the first thing that pops up is a dollar. That means there's a lot of people out there that don't know what they're doing, right? And they're looking at these dollar charts trying to make dollars when they don't understand that Bitcoin makes more dollars for you. So we choose to make more Bitcoin, right? Kill two birds with one stone. Now, what's going on with Verge? They said it's some broke bloggers out there that's tweeting from their mom's basement and said it's not a good chart, right? Said that it's destroyed, it's dead, it's done. It's like Pokemon Go, it's done. Well, it doesn't look like that to me. Let's just run this up real quick. We'll do this to this and throw it up top. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, so it broke down on that. It's going to catch on that. So this is a decent buy given the energy. What's going to happen? This is a 77, so this is a quicker chart. 343 is broken. So if you were going to trade this, put it this way. If you were going to trade this on a 343, you wouldn't want to buy it right now, right? That's because it has a strong chance of going down lower to the 786, mainly because that momentum, this is what's going to happen, right? It went up crazy, went down crazy. Now it's going to do something like that. But on this next go down, it could easily do something like that, right? And more than likely do something to where at least one or two candles goes all the way down there to that blue line, right? Just like it did here, where the green candle was up at, you know, the top of the 1.6, but you had a wick touch inside that 1.0. That's a huge span. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand how much energy that is. That's like 30% standing still. Like a lot of charts, would never, ever, ever do something like that. So you could use that as an opportunity, or you can use it as a disadvantage. For the 343, I would say it's technically an opportunity, because in the next couple weeks, more than likely, you'll be able to buy this thing under 800. So you probably don't want to buy it at 1,000, right? Now, all that being said, it's going to consolidate here, right? And when it decides to go up, it's going to decide to go up right there around 1,200. So you have to think about it as a short trade or a long-term trade. If you're looking for the long term, then 1,000 is a pretty good buy, given that it has the energy and it's going to consolidate at 1,200 and continue to go higher. If you're looking for a quick hitter, I would say hold off until it gets under 850. You could probably scoop this thing right around 882. This is when we jump down to the 77, and you see all that energy came straight to a flat line right there at 766, with this second point hitting right there at 837. So I would say, if you wanted to play it safe, you could put a limit buy. You could easily get it at 900, right? That'll probably fill in a couple days. I would say a good pickup would be under 850, so 830. That way you're almost guaranteed to make money. If you fill it at 830 on one of those candles, you made 50% before the rest of the market, even wakes up to it, right? And that's kind of how you want to start playing these side moves, right? When this thing is sitting sideways, not really picking a direction, you kind of have to pick which side you want to play on it, and you make the market come to you. If I was looking to get in at this trade, I would not buy it right now. You see it has downward momentum, big candle. This is called a bearish engulfing formation. We can see that white and just broke down under that red, which means it's probably going to go down to the lowest support level, which is right there at that 231, right where we put that dotted line at, right at 850. So I will be waiting down there, looking to buy some up for cheap, expecting the next bounce to come take me, back up here to the 1622272, right? All this is right here, all we're seeing with Verge is just a sideways movement, quick dip. Bitcoin's probably going to go up a little bit, and then it's going to come right back up to where it was normal before it does something like that. This thing is not broken. It has to go down so it can go back up. And this is actually a pretty good buying opportunity either way, short or long. It's just up to you, depending on how you want to play it and how quick you want your money to come and how much of your money you want to come as a result. But yeah, this is a good pickup down here at 830. If you can get this thing, right there, somewhere in between this consolidation level, that's exactly what it's looking to do again before it makes its next trip. Right around there, anywhere in there is a decent buy, given this situation, right? But again, the lower you try to take it, the less likely it is to fill. But up here, anywhere between 900 and 850 is almost free money. So just wait on it. It's coming. If you can fill it down there, you got 50% before the market wakes up, right? And there you go. Remember, guys, we buy in the red and sell in the green, not vice versa. If this thing is red, that means it's probably a good buying opportunity. You just have to figure out how much money you want to make on the buy. What's up, Big Lev? It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right. Let's go ahead and get this video going. Again, bossofbitcoin.com. What's up, LeBron? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Shout out to the family. We in the building. Go to the #1 Bitcoin group in the world. If you haven't done it yet, there is a link right there. Right. Make sure you share this post. We got 25 shares. I'm going to jump over, start this video, and when I come back, I'm going to refresh this screen, and I'm going to pick a winner. Somebody who's on that list will be winning free Ethereum. So make sure you share it. If you did share it, make sure your privacy settings are set so I can see that you shared it, and we will be getting started here right now. Right? One person said waiting for my ad. Let's see if you're in here. I don't see you. So chances are you didn't answer the question. Let's see, answered questions, 3 people. You're not one of them. Looks like you're not getting in. Try again tomorrow. And let's load up Bitcoin Cash. Cool. Let's do it, guys. I see a few people in the chat asking about the Facebook group. Said they just wanted a few more seconds. So we up to 28 shares again. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds, and then when I pull the screen up, I'm starting. So if you haven't done it, make sure you do it. Facebook group, BK Crypto Trader, #1 Bitcoin group in the world. And we'll get started in 30 seconds. I'm gonna grab some water and be right back. Here we go. Live from the USA, hoping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today is December 27th, 2017. And as you can see, Bitcoin is still north of $15,000. Hiding in the shadows has been Bitcoin Cash, holding its own. It's about to enter a new cycle, break out, and make some real deal money. So if you just now joining us, baby, welcome to the money team. We've been making money. Where you been? The doors are always open. 18,000 subscribers from almost 180 different countries around the world come together every day in our crypto community. So again, hit that red button. And if you haven't done it already, check out bossofbitcoin.com for some more crypto resources if you're just getting started. And then come on in and welcome to the Money Team. We are going live into our Facebook group right now. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK. My friends know me as the Crypto Trader, and I am the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is a day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So with that being said, guys, check it out. #1 Bitcoin group in the world, #1 Bitcoin. Type it in on Facebook. Come on in. The doors are always open. 19,000 of my best friends come together 7 days a week to help each other stay empowered and help each other stay in profit in this cryptoverse. So what I'm doing right now, everybody, is I am clicking right here on this post that we just put up right when we started this video. And all you need to do to win is share the video. My man, Create with Thought said, great stuff. Thank you, Marcelo. Trade like a boss. Thank you, sir. All right, here we go. What's today's date? 12/27. What's the difference between that 15? 1 + 5 is 6. Let's go 6 up from the bottom. Big Ishtavan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at this big B and bam. Learn it. It's our future. Fiat doesn't work for the people. Go to the people's coin. Look at that. Look at that. Like attracts like. The fractals follow the least path of resistance. Thank you for your knowledge and sharing your insight to your network. And as a result, the universe has selected you for the winner of the day. So send me a message on Facebook with your ETH wallet. I will send you a couple bucks ETH as a token of my appreciation. Thank you for joining us, Big Ben. I do appreciate it. I don't think I've seen you in the group before. That's pretty cool, man. I love that triangle. Love the, fractal geometry you got there. I'm gonna ask to be your friend. That's pretty cool, man. Everybody else, again, if you want to try to make some money, just come live on the air. I try to do these videos 7 days a week, right? Because the money don't sleep, so I'm on here 5, 6, 7 days a week. There you go. Let's go ahead and talk about today's video. I said this once. I said this twice. Maybe the third time somebody will listen. There is a storm a-coming across the sea. And the cryptoverse is going to be the new field that this next phase is played on. What I think is happening is, we're just seeing the latest and greatest chapter in a book that was written long, long ago before we ever came to be. BTC, BCH, red, blue, east, west, old, new, left, right. It's all polarized. It's all 1 versus 2, 2 versus 1. But at the end of the day, none of that really matters because a lot of the decisions that they make behind the scenes to proliferate this, eternal conflict has already taken its course in the markets. The markets know everything. So we just used a little bit of that insight to make some money on our next trade. What I'm telling you right now is it doesn't matter if you prefer Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. The market prefers Bitcoin Cash for this next cycle, right? So you could tell the broke bloggers that, bought Bitcoin at $18,000 and they want to see Bitcoin $60,000 and they want Bitcoin Cash to fail. Tell them it's not going to happen. BK been telling you that Bitcoin Cash was a buy since I did a 7-minute chart the first day it came out at $225. If you don't believe it, just check the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. And I came on there with the Denzel Washington meme and said, trading day, scared money don't make none. And I said at $225, Bitcoin Cash was a buy. And now here it is, 3,000, and you still got some people hating on it. So what I'm telling you is don't let these broke bloggers cost you money, right? The market accounts for everything, right? even in these exchanges, you have tens of thousands, if not millions, hundreds of thousands of transactions that occur every day. Buyer, seller, buyer, seller, buyer, seller, right? And all we do is summarize all of that information into a few candles, a few trend lines, a few intersections, a few cycles, and say, okay, given all that information, we can expect BAM to happen. And that's what's going to happen right now. BCH is about to break out. This guy over here is going to sit down for a little while, and this guy over here is going to stand tall. And that's what's happening behind the scenes with the dollar and the wine and the gold and, you know, all this stuff that YouTube don't want nobody with any type of sense talking about. That's why I've demonetized my channel. I now own my own voice. YouTube does not. They're merely a platform that I'm using at the moment to communicate to my audience. But please believe a change is coming on that horizon as well. But until then, let's take it for what it is. East versus West, red versus blue, right versus left. Same story, new chapter. Bitcoin versus Bitcoin Cash, BCH. Guess what the market value is right now? BCH. BCC, depending on what exchange you're using. Again, all the new people, tradingview.com. What I'm going to do is I'm going to publish this chart on my page as soon as we're done with it, you know. And again, we're going to be walking through a 343-minute chart. This is the Boss Method, patented intellectual property owned exclusively for the rights and replications of Brandon Kelly LLC. If you are a profit-seeking entity, a fiduciary, a hedge fund, a bank, some influencer, trying to build your own market, no, you don't have my permission to use it. You never will. It's a method for the people, of the people, by the people, and it works quite well. So use it. Buy back your own freedom and enjoy the little bit of time you have on this life. Because a lot of that time has already been lost and compromised by powers that exceed our own. So here we go. Bossofbitcoin.com. Check it out if this kind of stuff interests you. But what we see right away is that this thing is a buy right now. First things first, white over blue, you know what to do. Jump on board the cash train and go get paid. Bam! Right? What would you be sitting at right now on Bitcoin Cash? 80% in 8 days. That is not bad business, right? And since this thing doesn't have a lot of information, when I do the 343, I like to, see a few months worth of data at least. And so that's been one of my struggles with Bitcoin Cash, is that the data just is not there. So I go down to a 77-minute, and I draw a lot of my correlations from a 77-minute instead. What I'm going to use this point as right here is kind of like a solar plexus, node reversal. This is basically when the chart, stopped going down and started going up. And you would be able to see it on, a full scale chart as well. So like, you can see that this thing went all the way down. For the most part, went down over there, went up right there. And now we're in kind of this limbo area, right? But still, nonetheless, that yellow point is still pretty influential. So that's one of the nodes that I focus on when I use this chart. Another node I'm going to focus on is this one right here, right? Because once it went up, it had to break down at some point. And that was actually a nice little part where all of those lines started to do their own little cycle. You see that? The white hit, bounced, hit, bounced, hit, bounced, boom. The red did the same thing inside that white. And then as a result, the blue came up and came back down, right? And then the blue did its little double dip, boom, right? And so this is a very influential point. When we draw our scale out from that point, we can see that a few things happen. We can see that this was a minimum, this was a maximum, and you're talking about local variance. If you understand statistics and harmony, this is like the amplified wave. Like this is just a dampener on it, like minimum, maximum, and this is like the new balance point. So we literally just like split that in the middle, boom, boom, And that's going to be probably our bounce point on this thing, right about there. Right? What does that get us? That gets us almost this exact same piece where that blue crossed the white, where the white is right now. So we're kind of building the metrics for a little bit of the buffer that you need to get this second wave of energy, because this energy has to come from somewhere. And so that's what I'm trying to show you guys, is it's already built into the chart. It's not a matter of, you know, oh, Roger Ver tweeted that he was having a meeting with, you know, some billionaire guy and now Bitcoin Cash went up 30%. No. It doesn't work like that. This is how it works. You have highs, you have lows, you have balance points, and you have extensions. Those are the only things that matter, right? And so when we put a Fibonacci right here, boom, boom, you can see that basically we're coming right back down to that 786, which is going to give us the support we need to continue up even higher. Now, what we have built inside this thing, and that's our macro lines, right? The 77, these are our macro channels, right? So like the ceiling right now is 0.28, right? But right now we're at 0.162, right? So now what I'm going to do, because we're on a 77, I'm going to cut off this 7 and use the 21 and the red and the blue. This slows down my chart a little bit, right? Where if I just did peak to peak, you see I almost hit it on the head, but when I drop it down to that blue, look at that, right? That's where you start finding the resonance at in this thing, right? And if you just recalibrate it, peak to peak, you get the blue over the white. So you can kind of see how these angles and slopes talk to each other inside the chart, but I think this is good enough for our demonstration right now. So what does that mean? That means we can copy and paste this thing, throw it right over there, right where that thing crossed at. And now I'm just looking for agreement and alignment. I found that a few times just when I did that. First things first, you notice we already hit our cycle line on the 1.6. That's a huge node of resonance. Next thing, we hit our 1.0 on the next cycle line. That is not by mistake. That is by design. That's how the chart confirms the energy existing inside the chart. So what does that mean? That means that by this moment, right there, we're going to have a pretty major event. And that's 1.7. How did I get that moment? Well, I'm just going straight down the line. Right there. This is going to be our big event moment between there and there. All right. You can almost just draw a whole thing. This is basically going to be like all the energy in this chart is going to be centralized between those greens. Right. And if it is down here, which I doubt, then it'll have a huge breakout. More than likely, it'll be somewhere north of that 786, if not that 1.0, and we'll be looking to go north of that 1.6 at that point. And that's just the energy in the chart coming to a full cycle. Because see exactly just what happened down here, right? When we threw it down there, when it finally crossed over, let's just rewind time, show you guys how it happened before. We'll use a light blue line right here. When it crossed that top money line right there, it started to transition to going up. And when it crossed the next one, it confirmed it. So that was like a little limbo swing zone area right before the cycle hit. And so maybe this will be the growth area. This is either going to be the limbo or the growth area. But I think we're in limbo right now. So I think this will be the growth area. Long story short, this is a definite buy. What you have is a descending triangle, but it has extremely, extremely strong support up under it. So you don't want to bet against this chart is what I'm saying, because even if you're betting against it, you know, then really all you have is that triangle to go down, and the rest of the energy is pushing the chart up. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you could go down, but that's technically the lowest you could go down given this cycle. And then you would have, you know, almost a super wave pulling this thing back up from the inside, right? And so more than likely, that's exactly what you have to look forward to with Bitcoin is you have a node in here that's going to be pulling it higher. It may fall a little bit, but then you have this, you know, Magna Carta node up here. And that's probably where we crossed the zero at. Watch this, watch this. I haven't even moved that thing down yet. No, we crossed the zero right there. So yeah, you got, this is basically the mega spot. Once that thing runs all the way out of energy, this is basically where it, you know, resets at, right? And that's where you can expect this thing to be north of the 1.6 at. Again, I normally don't even show charts like this, much less talk through them for 20 minutes. But I think we're getting to the point now. I've noticed a lot of people are, you know, really starting to understand the energy and the resonance and the fractals. And then you got, you know, enlightened brothers like Mr. Savan Bowman, you know what I'm saying, talking about cryptocurrency. So I want to share at least my perspective on, you know, the energy cycles inside these charts, as opposed to just coming on and, you know, jumping around and, you know, doing some game shows, you know, with some cool graphics. Like this is actually the resonance in the market, right? You do have a quick cool off right here, but you have so much positive momentum built into it and so many cycles completing that, again, if we take the path of least resistance, it is to continue moving in the path that we came from. And that has been an upward trajectory since that node right there, right? So as long as we're above this blue for any significant time, then that node still stands, right? And if we were going to be below this blue, it would need to be after that line for it not to stand, for basically it to cancel out. Because then we're out of the cycle and we're broken, which means we need to find a new cycle. So I hope that helps you guys, you know, just to start to understand how this energy works, how it all comes together. Long story short, BCH is a definite buy. You got a lot of energy completing in this micro cycle, and you do have the boss method confirmation on it, you know, but just start to look at, you know, the intersections and the agreement of the different lines. One last thing you should note is that although, you know, this does appear to be a cool off correction period, what just happened behind the scenes is probably one of the most notable breakout formations. And that is when a 77 finally comes above the 231 on a 343. A lot of people don't know about that. Wall Street don't know about that one yet. But once that happens, this basically gives this thing enough energy to go at least to that next Fibonacci zone, if not above it. And that's where it comes from. That's basically the chart confirming from the inside that it's ready to go higher, right? So the fact that you're able to buy it on a down, knowing that that's going to push it up, is like free money, right? And you can see, like, on a different scale, it basically drew out the exact same way. So I hope this was helpful, you guys. Again, bossofbitcoin.com. We do have a few resources over there. If you're in the chat right now, do me a favor, shout your country out. I am going to come back to you guys in about 30 seconds. Somebody said, are you swing trading Bitcoin to the USD? No. Bitcoin is far too volatile and far too valuable for us to trade outright, right? It's kind of like breathing in, what is it, like pure oxygen, something like that. Like, even though it sounds like a good idea, you'll die in like 30 seconds. It's just too dangerous, right? So we have to breathe in like a diffused oxygen with like all these trace elements and all that stuff in there. Mainly because that's what we can tolerate. So as a result, I swing trade the altcoins, which are much, much more predictable, much, much more, you know, linear as a derivative of Bitcoin, even though they're intrinsically tied to it. And as a result, I accumulate Bitcoin. And with that profit, you know, then I'm able to achieve the same objective. The number one goal, accumulate as much Bitcoin as fast as possible, right? I've been saying this since Bitcoin was $800, $900. Now it's $18,000, $19,000. Goal still stands the same, right? Get as much as you can, as fast as you can, right? How do we do that? We do that by trading the altcoins. Every single altcoin we do, we win. Boss method statistically proves us that, you know. And when we know things like this are happening, we can double down, boom, boom, make 30%, cash it out, take it to the next one. Right? Like a boss. Bossbitcoin.com. Somebody's got to be the boss, right? Here, you go on that website, you go see that man in the red, white, and blue, suited and booted, looking like the American dream. They said financial freedom should be free. So this is one of the things I did for you guys. I have a few packages of Dream Team, the Profit Package, Cryptopolis. You know, you can go to the website, check out which one you like, which one you want to dance with. And it's a moneymaker, man. And, you know, it's different methodologies, different ideologies, and different practicalities for all of these reports. I don't need to go through them every video, but just know that they are there and they are available if you choose to do that. One-on-one meetings with BK are packing up. I think I'm booked all the way through February. So just know that, you know, more products, services, platforms will be making themselves available in the upcoming year, building out an alert service, a few other products with West Coast Ray. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the big homie out in LA. We bringing some things together on the back end. So, you know, it's just an exciting time, guys. This is definitely a transition. It's some money moving on the horizon. So as that happens, do not be afraid. Do not be frightened. Don't let the bobbleheads on CNN tell you not to get in, that it's a scam, that it's a fraud. You look at them and tell them your greenback dollar is a fraud and it's backed on more terrorism than Bitcoin ever was. You know what I'm saying? Make sure YouTube, make sure the Sophia bot for YouTube knows that, right? So there you go. There you go. That's what you got to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's got to be the boss, right? And if I got to be the voice for the people, well, then damn it, I'm going to be the voice for the people. And guess what? My people need to get paid, right? And so that's what we're doing every day. And the #1 Bitcoin group in the world, come on in. The doors are always open. Shout out to Big Ben. I'm going to get you paid right now. But until then, let's go ahead and shout our people out. See who we got right now. Big Lev holding it down for Cape Town. Thanks for joining us, man. Hopefully you making some money, Lev. We should jump on a meeting or something just so I can meet up with you. I want to make sure my people getting paid. Lev been here since like 400 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Big Lev. South Africa's in the building. Canada, India, UK. What up? Colorado Springs, Dubai. You know what I'm saying? BK is in Dubai right now. That's what's up. Singapore, Texas, Poland. Let's see. Secret Touch said, feeling the fractal breakdown. Thank you. Thank you. You know, this is not sacred knowledge. This is esoteric knowledge, and it's inherent. Esoteric is inherent with every energy being in this universe. And that's what universe is. One verse, one word, one sound, one vibe. You know what I'm saying? So that's all the logic carries through. You know what I'm saying? 1 + 2 = 3. You know, 1 = 1. My energy equals your energy. As above, so below. From the earth to the earth. You know, all this stuff we learn that every human knows. Nobody knows where it came from, but every human knows these core values. That's because it's ingrained in our makeup, right? So here we go. Another Cape Town in the building. Ireland, Texas, New York, Tijuana, Mexico. I haven't seen that before. What up, Big Nick? Thank you for joining us. Redondo Beach, Cali said they boss walking on the West Coast. H-Town, what up? Fort Worth, Texas, Kenya, and Czech Republic. That being said, guys, it's that time of the day. Signing out. This the boss. Your boy BK, no matter where you stay. Brazil to Bay or California. All the way back up. Future money. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe and share this video. Copy and paste the URL. Text it to one person you care about so that person can change their life. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Until we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. What up, Shy? I see you up there. Sacktown. Peace.